All right, we got a 2005 Chevy Malibu. It's a no start. Got it from another shop. They tore it apart. I think they put a ignition switch in it. I don't know if they got the old part still or not. Yeah, they put a ignition switch in it. Is that a new PCM? Is that a new PCM? The part's Canon. No start. We don't have any. They did have some security codes, I think, for after they did the ignition switch. We did the relearn on it. Even after the relearn, the security light off, still wouldn't start. So I got down to the wiring diagram for our starter solenoid. Sorry, starter relay. Relay 31. Starter. Set this bottom right. So I switched it, didn't change, and after that went and grabbed our test light, and with using it, started checking, using the wiring diagram, started checking where we had powers, where we had grounds. So this is pin 30. Straight diagonal is pin 87, which is where power needs to go, and that wasn't there. Hello. Hey, why don't you go on? Y'all go play. Alright, so we had power on pin 30. If we switch it over, we should have our ground for our starter, which I've already jumped power to pin 87. The starter spins over, so we know that the starter works, the engine's not locked up, none of that. So after that, I started looking at if we had power and ground on pin 85, which is our power side, pin 86, which is our ground side. That's a ground side from the ground side driver from the PCM. 85 is a power from our transmission range sensor, which is down here, which we had, if you can see it. Which, I don't know, all that was on, like, out of its loom, and there was a wire that was like half spliced together with a wire nut, and I already checked it. It doesn't even have anything to do with it. However, I will add, I did jump a power wire from the battery straight to pin, straight to pin 85 to see if it would start, and car started up. So I was missing my power side. Well, I started tracing that and went to our transmission range sensor, which is pin 1, which is our power supply to our relay. Using an ohm meter, checked it, was like hardly any resistance. So I was about to condemn the range sensor. Well, I started checking for power for the range sensor, and I noticed that when on pin 12 it was supposed to have battery voltage, wasn't there. So I came up here. According to our wiring diagram, our power voltage should be pin or fuse 3. I checked it. That's not gonna do it. This would illuminate pretty much when you would wiggle it one way or the other. But like when you would try to pin it like this, it would not illuminate. And now real quick, just for testing purposes, we'll jump a wire from the battery to that fuse. Alright, so now we have our fuse jumped to power. Let's see if the car starts. She runs. She's not too happy, so we won't let her run long. Yeah, but turns over, now starts. This is at a diag, but she runs.